G'day, community. Welcome to the Jock Reynolds, the first ever Jock Reynolds trivia show. I think it's the first ever, Patch. Is that correct?
I don't know.
It's the first one we've ever run. I'm joined by Patch, Baz, and Damo for the first ever episode, brought to you by Supercoach Champion, supercoachchampion.com, where you can go and get all of your Supercoach rings, AFL Fantasy rings, NBA. They do custom rings. You go there, check it out. They make championship rings for your leagues. We use them in all our leagues. They're bloody amazing. Insert code here. I'll do that later. There might be a code. Make sure you check them out because I think the winner of this tournament is going to actually get here's a little spoiler for you, a little custom Supercoach Trivia ring.
You didn't tell me that when you told me we didn't need to do research, you son of a bitch.
Well, let's get into it, fellas. I'm very excited to talk all things Supercoach Trivia. Let's go. Brought to you by supercoachchampion.com. G'day, community. We're back. What a hiatus we had. I think we went a whole 2 weeks without doing a podcast. But we're back. We're back to do the first ever Jock Reynolds Supercoach Trivia competition. I'm joined by Patch, Baz, and Damo. Patch, I'm very excited. This is huge.
Oh my god, Leg Dog. This is... I'm not entirely sure what is happening this evening, but all I know is that I'm very, very excited for it. And I'm going to lose horribly. Oh
yeah, it's basically designed to make you look like an idiot. Baz, brilliant to have you on board representing South Australia. How are you, my friend? Are you excited?
I'm very good. I was hoping we could do this in person so I could copy answers off people, but, we're all doing this not together, so I think I'm going to be screwed.
It's going to be rough.
Nobody tell him how tabs on the internet work.
I must stress, Damo, good to see you. I must stress, no Googling. You can play if you're at home. We're going to ask 23 questions, one for every round of the year, Supercoach related. Some are written by me. They are easy. Some are written by Azza. They are very difficult. I'll ask the question. You'll have 10 seconds to write down your answer. I'll read out the answer. We'll tally the scores at the end. Let us know below how you went. Damo, what's your tactic coming in?
I had no idea what you wrote me in for in the first place, so my tactic is I have no tactic.
It's brilliant, and that's the way we like to do things at Jock Reynolds. We wing it and sleeves down, socks up, wing it every day. That's how we do it. Gentlemen, we've got plenty of questions to get through, so we may as well get into it. Remember, for those at home, I'm going to read the question. I'm going to give about 10 seconds for you to write down your answer. Then I'm going to read the answer. Let us know how you went. Gentlemen, question 1. Round 1. Supercoach kicked off with a bang for this player who top scored in the opening round with a 160. Who was this player? And while you're having a think, I spoke about him a lot in the preseason. I even started him in my team. So if you think back to my team reveal, all the way back, had a very good year last year. Has everyone got an answer down?
Yeah, I got an answer.
Great. Baz, you got an answer?
Yep.
My answer is incorrect, but I have it.
All right, everyone. Could you hold up your answers to the screen? Correct. Damo is correct. It was Travis Boak. Baz guessing Jack Bowes. Patchy guessing Sam Walsh. No, it was Travis Boak. Well done, Damo.
Well done, Damo. Fair warning, right. I'm going to be writing Sam Walsh for all 23 questions in the hope that I get at least 1 point.
I think that's a fair tactic if I knew who made the quiz. Round 2. This popular rookie-priced player got injured in round 2 and scored just 20 points. He did not play at AFL level again, costing many coaches one of their precious trades. Was used as a loophole most of the year by coaches. Who was it? Round 2 scored 20. Was named in round 1 as well. I'll give you a hint. He was, I believe he was defence mid eligible this year. Very popular in the preseason. Just sort of appeared just before round 1. People chucked him in.
Oh, yes.
I'm seeing some confused faces here. Baron has no idea what's going on.
I had him in my team, and then I'm just drawing a blank, and you'll say the answer, and I'll be like, oh my God, of
I
course
think
it
I
was
have
him.
the correct answer, but I really have no idea.
Just write down a first and a last name. Make them up, Baz. Let's get an answer in.
Sam Walsh, guys. It's Sam Walsh.
It was John.
All right, everyone reveal your answers. I can tell you it was not John. Boom! It was Harry Sharp. Correct, Patch. And correct, Damo.
Woo! On the board.
All right, on the board. Everyone is on the board so far. Wait, is that correct? Baz, did you get the first one?
No, I haven't got any right. I told you, I've got a stink.
Baz is not on the board so far.
Everyone
Round 3
is on the board. Love you, Baz.
This is a great question. This is a throwback, and you're going to have to stretch those brain muscles. In round 3, the Supercoach overall rankings were topped by a team with a name inspired by an early 2000s ringtone. Name that team. Was great on the official Supercoach podcast. Did really well all year. I think he finished top 500 odd. Very talented Supercoacher. And great question.
Wait, is the answer going to be the ringtone or the team name?
The team name and the ringtone are pretty similar. I think. Has everyone got an answer down?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just putting a qualifier down. Just to make sure I
great.
get it. Yep. All right, yes.
All right, everyone, hold up your answers. Baz with Crazy Frog, Patch with Crazy Frog, in brackets, the French guy. Yes, he was French.
Yes, he was.
And Damo, Crazy Frog's correct all round. Everyone got Crazy Frog. I think that's my favourite question in the quiz, if I'm being honest with you.
It's a good question.
I ran out of questions pretty soon.
It's good we're all in our 30s and know what that ringtone was, because if you ask someone who was in their 20s, they'd be like, what the hell? What's a ringtone?
I think you severely underestimate how young the people on this podcast are, Baz.
Oh, Baron. You sweet summer child.
Round 4. In round 4, this premium defender scored a miserable 19 points from full game time. Who was it? I did an entire podcast abusing this player after his performance.
Yeah.
If you don't know who it is, he got suspended. He actually got suspended in that game as well.
Oh, what's that guy's name? You know the guy.
The guy?
That guy.
I can't give away any more about him because...
He has a face, I know that. That's because when I see him, I go, it's the guy, he has a face.
The guy with the face, the player
I wonder
with the
why
face.
Baron took so long to get onto the board.
All right. Has everyone got an answer?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to reveal your boards? Caleb Daniel, Tom Stewart, Bazza. All right, Bazza misses that one. Patch and Damo get a point each. That was Caleb Daniel.
That was a very good...
Can I get half a point because I did a first and a last name, and that was technically he did have a first and a last name?
I will consider it.
Thank you.
There are some opportunities to get bonus points in this quiz. All right, round 5. After a disappointing start to the season, this premium selection reminded coaches what he could do, scoring 157 Supercoach points. Who was he? Now, he was one of the most popular players selected in the game and had a terrible first 4 weeks. Terrible first 4 weeks. Cost a lot of coaches a lot of money. I know a lot of people might have started him and actually deleted that from their memory. Scored 157 in round 5. It's not Sam Walsh, Patch.
Damn it. Hang on.
Has everyone got an answer down?
I'm not happy with it.
Could you all reveal your answers? Baron had Patrick Dangerfield. Patch had Max Gawn. And Damo's correct with Lockie Neal. It was Lockie Neal, 157 in round 5. He then scored 150 again later in the year, but had an awful year.
Wasn't he injured in round 5? Wasn't he
scored
dead?
157.
Wow. The more you know.
I think he might have missed the games after that. And, if there's any errors in this, I don't take it back and I will not fact check. So let us know in the comments if there's any errors. Round 6. Oh, this is a great question.
So,
In rounds...
No, you go. Sorry, I'm being dumb.
In round 6, 3 ruckmen whose names begin with R, first names begin with R, scored over 130 points. Name them. 1 point for each correct answer. In round 6...
Ram Rolsh.
3 ruckmen whose names begin with R, first name begin with R, scored over 130 points.
These are ruck-eligible players, correct?
Ruck-eligible players. 1 point for every correct answer. Give you a few extra minutes because you got to write down 3 names. I know I said the Crazy Frog question was my favourite, but I think it might be this one.
This is a good question, and I hate it.
Let me know when you've got a couple of answers down, everyone. Or more importantly, 3 answers. Can't really vamp and give away any special facts about these players. I'd be surprised if you all get if you get all 3. I'd be very surprised.
I can only think of 3 ruckmen with that's name starts with R. So
that might be enough.
That's one.
That might be enough, Damo. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds to plunge the depths of your brain looking for a ruckman.
Ren Rakavoy, Rick Jackson.
Hey, I mean, you're probably going to bank 2 points, I'd imagine. So if you want to sacrifice the 3rd point to the King Damo...
That's a bold assumption, Fleck Dog. That is a bold assumption.
All right, I think you've had plenty of time,
I've
folks.
got 3 names.
All right, reveal your names.
I got 1.
All right, Baron Von Crow got 1 for Riley O'Brien. Damo got Riley O'Brien and Rowan Marshall was correct, but Rory Lobb was not correct. And Patch, who did you have? Riley O'Brien, Rory Lobb, and Rax Rawn. All right, so 1 point to Patch. The correct answers were Riley O'Brien was correct, Rowan Marshall was correct, and the 3rd one was Reece Stanley. He's got 130 points.
He's a player
he doesn't exist.
Oh, bloody
it's a little tricky one. I told you to be a little difficult, that one. Oh, man, there's a lot of good questions. I love them all. Round 7. In round 7, ex-Cat Jermaine Jones scored a career-high 119 Supercoach points. How many times in his career has he scored 100 or more points?
Does that include that game?
Including the 119 in round 7. Jermaine Jones now plays at West Coast. I think he was a rookie selection from memory.
He was.
At the
Rookie
Cats.
or SPP? Might have been SPP.
Something. I can't remember. He was I think he wasn't on the main list.
A good friend of the pod, Tyler Marr, picked him up and was laughing for about 3 weeks and then stopped laughing
Yes.
very quickly when he did a hamstring and missed the rest of the season.
Has everyone got an answer down?
Yes.
Reveal your cards. Patch has 1, Baron has 2, Damo has 3. The correct answer is 1. Patch knows me better than you guys, unfortunately. That's the only reason he got that.
I literally just threw a number at the page.
I knew the answer, Lake Dog. Are you doubting?
You knew it. Your Jermaine Jones knowledge is second to none.
I've had him in a keeper league. I ditched him in a keeper league. I've had people near me who have bought him in this season. I do know things, Lake Dog. Very occasionally. Most of them are wrong. This one is not.
Okay. In round 8, this unexpected Carlton defender outscored every other player in the competition. Who was it? Had to get a Carlton question in. Absolutely had to. Carlton defenders. Weren't many that were that great this year. Obviously, Zach Williams brought in to play midfield. Then the club kind of copped out and didn't play him in the midfield to save his pride. Still think that was a mistake, but that's okay.
No, this is a question.
That was the most points for the round?
Most points for the round in round 8.
Now, I'm
went to a
answering
Carlton
this question
defender.
based on my knowledge of Lek Dog, not based on my knowledge of Supercoach.
Ooh, I like
That's how
that.
I'm answering this question.
I think I spelt this guy's name wrong.
That's okay. Near enough is good enough. Has everyone got an answer?
Yes.
Reveal your sheets. Oh, okay. Similar thinking. Max and Baron have written down Lockie Plowman, but it's Damo, of course, that got it right with Jacob Wiedering.
I think me and Patch were on the same thing where just based on your earlier off-air rant.
Yes.
To be fair, I was ranting in defense of Lockie Plowman. Of Lockie Plowman.
I mean, that's because he scored 157 in round 8. That's why you're in defense of him. And he's come third in the best and fairest, and he's your favourite player to ever don the sleeves.
He does don the sleeves regularly, and that's more than most can say about their own careers. All right, round down's a good question because I didn't write this one, but I was going to write the exact same question. So kudos to Azza, and shout out to Azza for contributing and giving us some valuable insights here. All right. Only 2 players in round 9 scored over 150 points. They were both North Melbourne players, Azza's favourite team. Who were they? 2 players scored over 150 in round 9. I'm not even sure what game that was. They were both North Melbourne players. Who were they? Obviously, there's some big historical Supercoach players who've played for North. A few current Jets still playing there.
I think this was the round that Connor Menadue also scored 130.
It could very well be.
Which doesn't say a lot for the rest of this game.
Paul Connor Menadue hasn't been offered a new contract. Who would have seen that coming?
Devastating.
Let me know when you've got an answer written down. How are you going at home? Let me know in the comments. Just write a random number. I don't need to context for it. I'll know. Has everyone got an answer down?
Yes.
I mean, technically.
Could you all reveal your answers? Oh, very interesting. Baron has written down Jack Zeeble and Todd Goldstein. Patch has written down Jack Zeeble and Luke Davies-Uniacke. And Damo has written down Jack Zeeble and Ben Cunnington. I can tell you that the correct answer is Jai Simpkin and Todd Goldstein.
Wow.
So I think only Baron gets a point there.
Wow, that's a unique one. Baron actually getting a point and no one else did.
And that was the second ton that Simpkin had for the year. And 2 weeks earlier, I had recommended him on the podcast, not to toot my own horn. Scored 156. The next week, I think he scored about 40, but then I think he averaged like 110, 115 for the rest of the year. Pretty decent year. Pretty decent player. Younger than you think. All right, round 10. Nice, easy one to cleanse the palate. In round 10, Clayton Oliver scored 204 points against which team?
Do I get an extra point for the venue?
Yes. You know what? If you can name the venue, I'll give you an extra point. He scored 200 there last year as well. Baron staring into the distance.
Which is my monitor 12 inches in front of me, but...
Clayton Oliver. 204 points. Double ton, was that the first double ton of the year? I think it might have been.
I believe so.
All right, everyone's decided to hold up their answers.
I mean, you said the answer, so...
No, I didn't.
You said Clayton Oliver.
Yeah, the question was where did he play and who did he play? Anyway, Baron's read your answers now.
Yep. So I was drawing a blank. I don't remember anything about this year because it was bad. So
Baron missed that, but you both get a bonus point because you're beautiful bastards. I can't believe Baron.
I can't remember round numbers at all.
Were you at that game, Baron?
Yes, I was in body, but memories are gone.
It was the game Adelaide won. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it wasn't it a controversially close loss?
Yes, that was the should have called it deliberate in the dying seconds game.
Yep. All right, moving on. Round 11. This podcast or video or whatever it is, this trivia show brought to you maybe by Supercoach Champion. If they are sponsoring this will still be in the podcast. Round 11. With a score of minus... Oh, there's a 0% chance anyone gets this question, by the way. With a score of -5 and a 29 in round 10, Who had a break even of 223, which, by the way, was the highest break even for the rest of the year? I'll give you as many hints as I can.
I know the answer. I'd rather you not give any hints. I know the answer. I've got it written down already.
You know the answer to this?
I know the answer. Yep.
Is it because it's an Essendon guy?
How do you know the answer to this?
I know things, Lake Dog. Not many useful things, but I know some of them.
I really hope he's wrong now because he's so smug about knowing the answer to this one.
I really hope he's wrong as well. I'm happy to give a little bit more information to you other guys, but if you want Patch to wallow in his potential wrongness, I'm happy to leave it.
I need a direction.
Look, he's played for 2 clubs. He currently is a Sydney Swan.
Oh, the confusion.
I just can't believe that.
Is beautiful.
How smug Patch is. This is on video, Patch. You're very smug. I'm going to just post you smirking to the camera.
Scott Morrison has nothing on how smug I look right now.
All right. I think at this point we're just naming a Sydney Swan player and hoping for the best, guys.
I don't know if this guy even still exists.
You might be on the right track then. All right, Baron, I could see the brain ticking. Just write any players down. Just think of any AFL player and write them down.
Can I just reiterate? You said been at 2 clubs, currently a Sydney Swan.
Correct.
So Swans is his second club.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming he hasn't been delisted this week. All right, can we reveal our answers? Ryan Clark, Lewis Taylor. The answer's Ryan Clark. How did you get that, Patch?
The -5. I remember that -5 thinking, how does a player score -5? He came on as
Oh
sub,
yeah,
gave
Ryan
away,
Clark was a North Melbourne.
gave away 2 free kicks and had 1 ineffective
Did that
disposal.
question come from Azza by chance?
Yes. Yes, he has a long-standing hatred for Ryan Clark leaving the Roos.
Really?
No.
Oh.
All right. Round 12. Here we go. Which popular 2020 defender, popular section 2020, had lost over $224,000 in value by round 12 after starting the year at $528,400? Premium defender for 2020. You could get him for literally less than Paddy Dow cost, essentially, at one point in the season. Round 12, in fact.
I thought it was.
Everyone's writing down. Everyone's looking reasonably comfortable with that.
Yeah.
He might be. Oh, wait, he won't be playing this week. No, he played last week.
Hang on, what did you say his starting price was?
$528,400. Was an absolute premium selection.
Yeah, okay. I think I've got the answer.
Maybe. I thought it was later than this that he was that cheap, but anyway.
Time is a flat circle.
I'm a square.
It's hip to be square.
It's hip to.
Has everyone got an answer down?
I just think they're neat.
Everyone hold up your answers, please. Dane Rampy, Nick Haynes. It is Nick Haynes. Well done. Unfortunately, Baron got that one wrong.
Why do you sound surprised by that?
Baron, you really the whole thing was Patch was going to be the one who got all the answers wrong.
He's doing too well.
Do you have the scores in front of you?
Yes, I can give you some scores. At round 12, Patch is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Patch is on 9. And Damo is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ooh.
Halfway through. And Baron's on 3. All right.
I can count that on one hand.
It's just great to have you boys here. Round 13. Which Supercoach legend scored 167 in this round? His highest score since round 14 in 2015. Player's been around for a long time. There was some scuttlebutt about maybe he was going to leave his club in the off-season. A lot of scuttlebutt about that. It doesn't look like he's going to. He scored 167 round 13, highest score in 6 years. He's not a bad scorer. Scores reasonably high. Scores tons pretty regularly at his club. Has a new coach. Just assigned a new coach. But yes,
As in the club has only just signed a new coach?
yeah, the club's just signed a new coach. 167 points. It's a lot of points.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
A lot of people traded him in after this.
To their...
Much to their own detriment.
Yeah, that wasn't good when they did that, was it?
Has everyone written something down?
I've written something down and also drawn a little picture. You can give me an extra point for the picture if you like it.
Okay. Everyone hold up your answers. Gary Ablett Jr. says Baron, Scott Pendlebury with a basketball. Damo, no bonus points because that angers me. And Baron, I'm impressed by Baron naming a player that retired last year.
I was taking a chance. Sometimes you got to take a chance and just hope it comes off.
If anyone was going to do it, it'd be Gary Ablett Jr.
Yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't be surprised if he scored so much in a local game that it translated into Supercoach points in the AFL. It would make sense.
It would. Can Damo lose a point for the basketball if it's enraged just in the entrance of the leaderboard?
I'm very tempted.
I'll protest.
All right, round 14. In round 14, this player produced his lowest score of the season, a 97, ending and winning the fabled 2021 ton run. Who was he? Longest streak of tons for the year. Scored 97. Lowest score was a 97.
Gary Ablett Jr.
And people still didn't start him because they said he was going to get affected.
Why did people not start Ryan Clark? God.
Yeah. He was going to get impacted by all the players they brought in, but you can't. What do I always say? Good players don't lose points to good players or something like that. It's been a while. I don't know what I normally say.
It's been a while. Are we ready?
Has everyone got something down? I see Baron feverishly writing. Holding up our names. Baron has Darcy Parish, Patch, and Damo have Jack McRae. Jack McRae is correct. Well done. Unfortunate, Baron. Parish did have a couple of 90s and maybe like an 87 or something earlier in the season. So not quite, but a great guess. A really good try. Right. Round 15. Damo, Patch, you got that correct. Round 15. A player scored -1 on debut in round 15. The first player to do so since Taylor Garner. Who was it?
I've got my answer.
I've got my answer.
Oh, we all remember this.
The giraffe from Condobolin, which is a
You
reference
got your answer, Baz?
Yeah. I mean, it's not right, but I've got an answer.
Okay, everybody hold up your answers. We got Josh Worrell. No, he scored about 6. And then we've got Samson Ryan, and that is correct. I think he might have a P in his name, but that is correct to Patch and Damo. Baz, unfortunately, not quite on that one. All right.
Close.
Very close
to the round.
I had letters. They were just in the wrong order. That was my problem.
They're in the wrong order, and they belong to a different person.
But apart from that, good.
He was very good.
Too many of some letters, slightly too few of other letters. But hey, it's the thought that counts.
All right, round 16. In round 16, 2 players scored over 100. Oh, sorry. Let me start that again. In round 16, 3 players scored over 180 points. Name those players, and if you can remember their scores, you get bonus points for everyone you get right. So you can get as much as 6 points in this answer. Round 16, 3 players scored over 180 points. Name those players. I actually missed two of these performances. I was in Tim Minchin, seeing Tim Minchin perform. It was lovely. I had too many beers because I was too excited. I had to run out to pee while he was doing a talk break, and I was in the very front row, literally front row center. And he looked at me, and I ran back in. And then as he was finishing, I sat down, and he said, "All right, well that's the halftime break or whatever." I was like, "I should have waited. I'm an idiot." All right, have you all written down 3 answers?
Yep.
No, I've got.
Have you taken a punt at their scores as well? Take a punt at their scores for...
Taking a one.
You know that they all scored more than 180, and there is 3 of them. I don't know if this will give away too much. 2 of them played against each other. Let me know how you're going, folks. Maybe give it another 5 or so seconds. Jot down a couple of scores. Just take a ping.
See, the good thing about getting wrong answers is you can write them really quickly.
I reckon I've only got one of these right. One point out of all this.
Well, I believe in you. Let's Patch. I see Patch looking up, reading on his screen, cheating to try and get back in the game.
No, wouldn't dream of it.
Can we get vision of his screen?
It's just you wonderful people. You'd be seeing what you can already see. All right, I have 3 answers.
All right. Can we hold up our answers? All right. Barron has gone with Patrick Dangerfield, 185, Darcy Parish, 187, and Gary Ablett Jr., 188. Patch has gone Sean Darcy, 191, Darcy
Parish,
186, and Sam Walsh, 183. And Damo's gone Sean Darcy, 183, Marcus Bontempelli, and Sam Walsh. All right, the correct answers are Sean Darcy. So who got Sean Darcy? Don't rub him out yet. Patch got Sean Darcy.
What did he score?
He scored 193.
Damn it! It was 191 or
Damo
193.
also got Sean Darcy. Did anyone have Patrick Dangerfield? Baron Von Crow had Patrick Dangerfield. And the other, he scored 184, so he didn't quite get that one. And Darcy Parish scored 190. You also had Darcy Parish there, Baron. So 2 for you. What did you have, Patch?
Oh, sorry, Sam Walsh and
Darcy Parish, 186, which isn't correct. So 2 to Patch, 2 to Baz, and 1 to Damo on that one. All right, I like this. I like this a lot.
Dangerfield playing against Trio in that game then, was that?
Playing against Essendon.
I
believe it was a Friday night game.
The Dockers had to play a home game at the MCG.
Was that against the Blues?
Yes.
God, that was good.
That explains how we scored 193.
Hey, we won.
They're there.
Round 17. Which rookie took the Supercoach world by storm after registering a 120 in just his 4th match? Bargain basement rookie came in 100. I think he was 102K. I think he might have been a mid-season draft pick. Maybe he was a preseason. I don't want that to sway you. Ignore that I said that. Scored 120 in his 4th game.
Sorry, in his 4th game or his 2nd game?
4th game.
Hang on, let me just...
Yes, 2nd game might be someone else. 4th game. I believe he was mid-eligible in Supercoach. I don't think he played there in real life.
Correct if I have crossed out the right name and written the right one.
All right, has everyone got an answer down?
Yes.
Could you all hold up your answers? Lucky Bramble. Yo! What did you write under that, Baz?
Man guy, because I couldn't remember if his official name was Lockie or Lachlan or Lucas or...
I like it. I would have accepted Bramble, to be honest with you. Bramble. All right. Round 18. Oh, this is a good question. Marcus Bontempelli recorded 15 clangers in a game, an all-time record.
Yes.
How many Supercoach points did this cost him?
Oh.
15
yes?
clangers.
Yes? Can yes be the answer?
It was a lot. I know this is pretty much a guess. I reckon if you get within 5 either side, I'll accept it. I don't know if scaling affects clangers. I don't think it does. Minus 60 points. You have 15 clangers.
I have an answer.
That's just a day at the office for Patch.
I have an answer. I'm going to put it on screen now because it doesn't really matter.
All right, yeah.
As a Y is Damo's answer. Patch has written down 60 and Barron's written down fuck tons in bracket 67. Patch has actually got this right. It was 60 points. Minus 4 for a clanger. He had 15. Barron, unfortunately, you just missed out on Damo. Not even close.
I think I should get half a point because that is fuck tons.
That is fuck tons. Also, I'd agree with as a why question mark. Like
For the integrity of the game, I don't know if I can give you half a point, but also looking at your score, I think I'll shove on half a point.
I think Patch cheated though because he did maths. You didn't say we could do maths.
Whoa. No, I picked a number between 40 and 80, being like, it's got to be. Let's just split the middle. That's the ballpark. And
it worked. It worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions to go. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 5 questions to go. All right. Heading into round 19, Sean Darcy had a 3-round average of 177. This is a historical question. Good luck. Only 3 players have had a higher 3-round average in Supercoach history. Name any of them. There are 3 people who have had a 3-round average higher than Sean Darcy did, 177. And they were, I think, a couple of them were old school Supercoach scoring. So I don't even know if you can count them.
You are my least favourite person in the universe.
This is a tough question. I'll give you a hint. I know what Barron's going to write down, and it's not that person. It is not the GOAT. It's not Gary Ablett. He did score 250 once. Which
they can be erased things.
How did he score?
I'm happy to give that one to you.
Not have a 3-round average of more than 180.
That's what we're going with. That is the stat that I have been provided.
Goodness me. Do we get bonus points if we list more than one of them correctly?
Sure. At this point, why not? If you're playing at home, name up to 3, and if you get them, you get an extra point. Make sure you're keeping track of your scores at home and put them in the comments. And let us know what you think of this form, because I've got a plan to do a series of these, and I'd like to do them live as well after your idea today, Patch. Tested out some stuff with some broadcasting software. I think we can do it.
Okay.
If I've got any of these right, I will be amazed.
All right. Fantastic. Good luck to you all. Could you reveal your answers? All right. Baron Von Crow has written down Jonathan Brown, Dean Cox, and Lance Franklin. Patch has written down Jonathan Brown, Dean Cox, and Tom Rockcliffe. And Damo's written down Tom Rockcliffe, Dane Swan, and Todd Goldstein. I can tell you, unfortunately, Damo, no, none for you. Jonathan Brown is correct. So both Patch and Baron get a point. The other two, Matthew Richardson. Did anyone have Matthew Richardson?
No.
Remember his almost Brownlow wing year?
Really? Did that net him that many points?
Yep. Wow. And the final one was Chris Judd. Christopher Juddington.
3 votes. C. Judd also applied to Champion Data, obviously.
Yes. Had a lot of points. Right. Round 20. We're on the home stretch, baby.
That was simultaneously a very good question and the worst question in this quiz. Well done.
Points check. Baron sitting on 7.5 points at this stage. Patch sitting on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points at this stage. And Damo sitting on 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 at this stage! Oh, baby, we've had a lead change.
I would like to reiterate as a why.
Yeah, I'm considering accepting it.
You're a beautiful human and I love you to the moon and back.
Still got 4 questions to go. Everyone's still in it. Well,
if it doesn't draw it at the end, can I have an extra point for as a why?
20, 21, 22, 23. There is no tiebreaker question, so we might have to assess that.
I think Damo should get the tiebreaker for the neatest penmanship.
He does have very neat penmanship, but you're forgetting the basketball he drew. All right, round 20. Which Geelong player punched well above his weight, scoring 100 points more than his 2020 average with a 142? This Geelong player was averaging 42 this stage in the season, scored 142. I think he might have even been a laid in. I
think he was. Was he going to be the sub and then he was the laid in?
I think he was listed as sub and then maybe Duncan was a laid out or something like that.
This is a very good question. Elite question.
Let's talk up the questions every time he knows he's got it right.
Almost as good as the Ryan Clark question, if I'm honest with you.
I can't believe you got a Ryan Clark.
Are you going to
question
feel
right.
stupid if I get this right too? It's not that good of a question if I get it right too.
No, I'm giving the question kudos. It's a good, interesting question, and if you get it right, then all the power to it. I reckon we've all got it, though, don't we?
Has everyone had a chance to write down a Geelong player's name?
We've all got it.
Could we reveal them?
Oh,
Bad luck, Damo.
Oh,
It is Zach Guthrie. It is Zach Guthrie. Well done, Baron. You're right. It was a dud question.
No, it was a great question. There was nothing dumb about it.
I only remember because I say bad things about Zach Guthrie on occasion.
When I heard sub, all I could think of was Sean Higgins.
Sean Higgins. Round 21.
I mean, look, Sub and Quinton Narkle are synonymous at this point, so it was the best shot.
We're in your favour of getting it right if those two were the subject matter.
That's right. Their other sub, Jordan Clark, will be playing for you soon, Damo.
Maybe.
Round 21. This historically dominant forward has scored over 140 Supercoach points in round 21 on 6 different occasions.
Oh.
But in 2021, he managed just a 38. Who is he?
This is an Azza question, if ever.
Azza all over. I can guarantee you he has tweeted this stat before. In fact,
this stat was on the Friday Panic Room Live on Friday night that I was on with him, so I feel like this is slightly unfair, unless all of you watched that very good stream.
Hey, the data, the content was there for everyone to consume.
It was. Oh,
this makes me very, very unconfident. I can't speak English when I am.
Oh, there were 2 players actually.
Stressed.
2 rounds in a row. He had one of them and then the other one, and I can't remember which was which. Oh no. Oh.
Remember that series I started and only did one video for, the Nick Rewalt video? It was fun, but it took me all week to make, and I do
Is
not
that a
have
hint?
that sort of time. No, it's just like a similar. When I think of Nick Rewalt, I think of this sort of ilk of forward in terms of Supercoach.
It was Max King, who historically has years and years and years of very good round 21 scores
Empirical
under his
data.
belt.
Has everyone got a name down?
Yeah.
I want to change my answer, but I also don't want to cross it out if it's the right answer.
You got to back yourself. You got to back yourself. All right, everyone's holding up their answers, Damo. I think you just got to hold. The correct answer was Lance Franklin. It was not Jack Rewalt.
Oh, yeah.
Well done, Patchy boy. Well done.
Patch running away.
He's got a comfortable lead at this point. You're going to need to get these next 2 right, Damo and Baron. Good try.
Thanks, Leck.
Round 22. We did get another.
I was in the lead until Azza started getting involved with the questions.
We did get another Carlton question, which is good. Which Carlton veteran?
Sam Walsh.
Which Carlton veteran and ex-Supercoach gun almost went below $200,000 for the first time in his career in round 22? Played a lot of footy for the Blues, was once a fantastic Supercoach option. Not so much anymore. He almost went below sub 200K. That's rookie price.
Veteran? You are saying veteran?
I'm saying, yeah, which Carlton veteran and ex-Supercoach gun?
Paddy Dow.
Yes.
He did go below 200K at one point.
He did. I snaffled him up. I think he averaged like 85 for me after that.
He did, and I regret not snaffling him at that point.
Has everyone written down an answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hold them up.
Oh,
Damo and Baz are both write down Mark Murphy, which is correct. And you've stumbled there. You've stumbled, Patch. Ed Curnow.
The door's open for Damo to make a late second comeback.
No, I think Patch is too far ahead.
Final question.
Leck can make up some bonus points just to make it more interesting.
Keep it interesting. With a score of 126 in round 23, this player finished as the most expensive player in Supercoach, priced at $673,400. Who was he? He was a midfielder. I'll give you that. He was a midfielder. Scored 126, had a very good year. Round 23. At one point, you could get him a lot cheaper than $673,000. I'll tell you that much. Most expensive player in Supercoach by the end of it. Not that really plays into next year because prices are based on average, but it is very interesting nonetheless. You'd think like Jack McRae or whatever would have been the most expensive player. There's another hint. It's not Jack McRae. So change your answer if you wrote down Jack McRae. 126 round. Who played well in round 23? Who remembers who even played in round 23?
What was round 23? I do not recall.
I honestly don't even remember who the Blues played. I know we lost.
All right, I have my wrong answer ready.
Has everyone written down an answer?
Yes.
Please reveal your answers. Baron has written Took Miller. Patch has written Clayton Oliver. And Damo has written correctly Jack Steele.
It is 2. Well done, Damo.
And that brings us to the end of the quiz. I'm just going to do a quick idiot check on the scores. Baron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5, because I was generous and the integrity of the game is meaningless. Patch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And Damo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. One short of Patch. Disappointing. But what a game. Very close. I'm very impressed. And it went the opposite to how I had envisioned it going.
I'm shocked that I scored more than 3, to be honest with you.
As a why. Hashtag as a why. Well, first of all, thank you for joining me, everyone. That was bloody fun. Thank you to Azza for contributing most of the questions and at least all the hard ones.
Thanks, Azza.
Shout out to supercoachchampion.com for all your Supercoach Championship rings, NBA Fantasy, AFL Fantasy, you name it, custom rings, they make it. Great for all your league prizes. You chip in like $10 each and you got yourself a ring. Thanks to them for being a part of this. Let us know if you've enjoyed the podcast. We want to do more of this style of trivia show, more historical context, I would say.
I've enjoyed this podcast, Lake Dog, very muchly.
It's been fun. It's been great.
Very good to hang out with you guys.
You know, it's quite interesting. I'm a Dockers supporter and I'm dressed in a Dockers jumper, and Patch is an Essendon supporter and he's dressed in an Essendon jumper. This quiz sort of played out exactly how the last 3 Essendon Freo games have gone, almost identically.
Really, really close, but not quite.
Pretty much.
Like all the Carlton and Freo games. Oh wait, no, we just dominate there because we're the best.
Carlton turn up for Freo games.
The only club. It's because we wear white. It doesn't make sense. Well, Baron, thank you for joining in, mate. It was a pleasure. What do you have to say to your fans out there, mate?
No, thanks for having me, and thanks to everyone who read and left comments on my stuff this year. It's very much appreciated.
Amazing. Thank you for joining us. Amazing that we got all the way to literally the final 30 seconds of the pod and you started lagging out. Damo, fantastic. Valiant effort. Unfortunately, just pipped at the post. Thank you for joining us. What can people look forward to from you for the next couple of months?
I will be jumping on with Tim Mitchell and Azza at the Herald Sun to do some Supercoach BBL stuff. Lovely. But I will also be doing podcasting for Jock Reynolds as well. Mate,
bloody well deserved. We're bloody proud of you.
Very
and Patch. Thank you very much for joining. You're a beautiful human, as always.
It's good to be here, and we're apart, but I'm shaking Patch's hand as a good job.
Well done, valiant effort. It's been a pleasure. Azza, your laundry is done. It is in the mail. And Lek Dog, thank you for throwing this together. It's been wonderful to catch up again.
All right. Stay safe, community.